The legendary Åland shipowner Gustaf Erikson's fleet of Windjammers was not only the world's largest at the time, his tall ships were also the last in the world to be deployed in proper global trade. That Erikson himself was well aware of this is evident in the legacy he left behind in terms of archives and objects.
Welcome to the Provincial Archives of Åland. I'm very proud to be here to present to you the ship owner Gustaf Erikson and his company's archives. When a captain in his fleet reached a harbor, he wrote a letter or sent a telegram to Gustaf Erikson in Mariehamn. And those letters are here, kept in boxes, and they are very interesting in many regards. You can often see the markings of Gustaf Eriksson's pencil. It's clear that he is the owner of his company, and he's telling the captains what went wrong and what went right during the last trip. That is only one example of the boxes that we are keeping here in the Provincial Archives of Åland.
The Gustaf Eriksson archives record the end of an era in a rare and detailed manner. The archives make up a unique body of information to scholars worldwide, researching economic, maritime, and environmental history. The significance of the archives is further strengthened by the support of a rich collection of objects, documents, photographs, and audiovisual material found on the Åland Islands and beyond.
Here at the Åland Maritime Museum in Mariehamn, we have logbooks from the Gustaf Eriksson archive. And these logbooks or ship's diaries were kept on board by the captain and the officers. And they contain quite useful information about the journey, the life on board, and events that might have happened, both ordinary events and extraordinary events. The long voyages from the Åland Islands and Europe to the different loading ports in the world could take over 100 days forth and 100 days back. And the ship journals, for example, have information about the weather, the water pressure, temperature, ice, and so on. So they can be quite useful for climate research. These journals were kept in a period in our maritime history where these were the only sailing ships or the only ships in the world that traveled on the southern part of the oceans. So they have quite unique information about the climate during this period.
The year 1949 marks the end of the Windjammer era. That was the last time a cargo-carrying commercial sailing vessel, Eriksson's ship Pamir, circumnavigated the globe. However, the legacy of the mighty Windjammer lives on in the archives and objects Gustaf Eriksson left behind.
I'm certain that our great-grandfather understood that the era of the commercial sail ships was coming to an end. And I'm also certain that he understood the significance of that.
I agree, and just as he was one of the founders of the Åland Maritime Museum, he also considered his business papers to be part of the greater Windjammer legacy.
Yeah, and it's that legacy that he wanted to be told for future generations. He loved his ships and his business, and he would be really proud today.
Yes, I agree.